Months have obviously brought everybody a lot of uncertainty, confusion, and anxiety. And for a lot of people, that day-to-day, believe it or not, is include watching a lot of baseball games between the Red Sox and the Yankees and the Rays and the Cardinals and a whole bunch of other teams where you knew what was going to happen and who was going to win, which, of course, takes a big piece of the fun out of the whole experience. But since the pandemic began, the opportunity we've had to watch live sports, to watch a game where we don't know who's going to win in the end, has been one of those things I know so many of us have missed. And we have an order now in place which will authorize Phase 3 of our reopening plan to start on Monday. And that order will allow any professional sports team that's adopted COVID-19 health and safety precautions under league rules to hold games without spectators here in Massachusetts. That applies to the Red Sox, the Bruins, the Celtics, and the Patriots. Applies to the Revs too, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. Who wrote this speech? The draconian measures that in many cases we've had to put in place to successfully stop the spread of this disease were some of the hardest decisions we've had to make since we took office. We're glad we could allow for spring training summer camp, and that started just recently. And we're even more glad to be able to resume some regular season games later this month. I don't have to tell anybody here or anyone watching at home just what sports generally and baseball in particular means to the people of this city and this state. The Red Sox have always been part of our community. The sport, the ballpark, the team are part of what makes Boston and Massachusetts special. The Red Sox know better than anybody what it's like to be resilient. And any Red Sox fan knows what it's like to be patient. We've been down for the count in many cases in the past. We've been in series where people didn't think we had a chance to come back. And one way or another, in many cases, the Red Sox found a way, and their fans were still in the stands, the TV was still on at home, waiting and watching and expecting and hoping that they would find a way to get it done, and they did. Like a lot of things that have changed in the wake of COVID-19, this season will obviously look a lot different. But we're thrilled and excited and honored to welcome the Boston Red Sox back to the field. We know, as always, that this team will make the city proud. And we also know that while we won't be here in person, we can all root and cheer with appropriate social distancing and masks if you can't stay 6 feet apart, wherever they might be, watching on TV. And as we get ready to celebrate the 4th of July this weekend, I can't think of a better way to kick that off than by celebrating America's favorite pastime here at Fenway Park. And we look forward to watching opening day later this month, and we're looking forward to a great, short season. With that, I want to turn it over to Mayor Marty Walsh.
Thank you very much, Governor and Lieutenant Governor Polito and Sam Kennedy from the Red Sox. It's certainly great to be back here at Fenway Park. We've been looking forward to this day for a long time. Getting to this point that we can bring baseball back safely is a testament to how hard we've worked as a community. It's a testament to our first responders, the essential workers, and everyone who helped us confront this incredible challenge. Over the past several months, I've been seeing, and I know the governor can say the same, and Lieutenant Governor, seeing people step up and do so many right things. I see wonderful acts of generosity and kindness throughout the city and the Commonwealth. I've seen people of all ages showing what it means to be Boston strong. Ever since this pandemic has begun, I've been in close contact and talking to Sam Kennedy here from the Red Sox. I want to thank them for their support to our efforts and helping the most vulnerable people. And the city supports them as they plan to get this season underway. And as they work to make sure, as they keep their players healthy and safe during that time, and their coaches, the staff, and the entire Boston community. There is no doubt that this will be a historic season. We're certainly not back to normal, but welcoming the Red Sox back to Fenway Park and being able to watch a live sports again is a big win for Boston and for a lot of us. And I know I can't speak for everyone, but I'm pretty, as the governor mentioned, I've watched the 04 series several times, the 07 series several times, 13, and the Bruins and the Celtics and the Patriots, and I love watching those old sports, but it's about time we get back to real sports. I know that playing baseball again is going to mean a lot for longtime fans. It certainly is going to mean a lot for our kids in our neighborhoods. And I want to thank the entire Red Sox organization for giving the people of Boston something to root for. 2020 has tested our city in ways it's never been tested before. It requires all of us to be stronger, more patient, more resilient. Our city has shown its true colors. Quiet streets, canceled events, and an empty ballpark certainly broke many of our hearts. But in Boston, nothing is more important than protecting one another. And nothing, not even a global pandemic, can take away who we are and what we stand for. That's what we mean by when we say Boston Strong. Like Big Papi said in 2013, this is our city. He said it in a more eloquent way. Nothing can keep Boston down for long. When we get through this, and we will, we'll have a new appreciation for all the things that makes this great city on earth, including Fenway Park, something that we will never take for granted. When I look back on 2020, the thing I'll remember the most is how our city came together and worked towards a greater good. I sincerely thank the Red Sox and all the fans and the entire Boston community in Massachusetts for showing us every day what a strong city and what a strong Commonwealth looks like. With that, I'm going to bring Sam Kennedy to the microphone, the president of the Boston Red Sox.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Great job. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. On behalf of all my teammates here at Fenway Park, Governor Baker, Lieutenant Governor Polito, Mayor Walsh, we are all thrilled to welcome you here to Fenway today. It is only because of your leadership throughout the Commonwealth and our city that we are now able to safely open Fenway to our players and our staff for the resumption of training and later this month for the 2020 baseball season. More than entertainment, we hope that our games will provide a small escape at a time when it is most needed. We hope that we can help establish a sense of normalcy for our fans and for our entire community. Fenway Park has long been a place of great joy, excitement, as well as heartbreak. But most importantly, as the mayor said, it has been a place of healing during troubling times for our city and for our region. We are incredibly grateful to have strong leaders in our city and our Commonwealth who have been and continue to be true partners as we navigate this very difficult period. In addition to baseball returning to Fenway, we also eagerly anticipate both football and soccer returning to Gillette Stadium, and basketball and hockey to the Garden, and the PGA Tour returning to Norton, Massachusetts later in August. So on behalf of all of my colleagues here at Fenway and all of my colleagues across the sports industry in Boston and New England, we say a huge thank you to Governor Baker, Lieutenant Governor Polito, and to Mayor Walsh. Thank you for your guidance and for your continued strong leadership that has made this day possible. Thank you very much.